Welcome to Chef's Take. I'm your host, Michael Zavleris, along with Vicente Velez.
Mikey, it's been a while since we've been alive together in person.
Know. It's been a long time.
It's been too long. It's good to be back, everyone. Next to my old pal, Mikey.
I know. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Hate this kid.
Yeah, fuck you. So, week 6 is among us.
Among us.
So, should we talk about yesterday's game, or should we just save that for next Friday? Because I literally don't have anything to prepare for yesterday's game.
We'll save it for next Friday, but we'll talk about the Zach Ertz
yes.
trade. Yeah.
So, Zach Ertz has been traded to the Arizona Cardinals in exchange for a 5th-round pick and a rookie cornerback, who apparently we had high hopes on prior to the draft. So, Zach Ertz has been with the team since 2013. Easily the franchise tight end. He needed 12 more catches to surpass Harold Carmichael in all-time receptions. I mean, let's be honest. We knew it was going to happen, right?
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen, and, we knew it was going to be this season. We thought it was going to be the off-season, but we knew it was going to be this season. It's sad to see Zach Ertz go. He's a Philly guy. He loves this place.
Still owes me an autograph. But
yeah, he was really, after the game yesterday, he was in the locker room crying for a while. It was really emotional, and he gave a speech today saying, Philly will always be his home. Philly is number one in his heart. So he's a Philly legend, and he's a Philly guy.
Yeah, I believe Howie Roseman told Zach Ertz about potential, about his future, on a Tuesday, because I watched his press conference on YouTube. He talked about telling Zach about his future on Tuesday, and they had all these conversations and reasons why he got rid of him. But, oh well, it's business. So Zach Ertz already had an idea that this would be his last game, and good thing too about his last game, it was a home game and he did score a touchdown. So I think he's on the last year of his contract. I think there's a chance that he comes back. There's a chance he could come back next year. I'm not getting my hopes up.
He's coming back next year, to be honest with you. They're going to be rebuilding a new team. They're not going to spend money on Zach Ertz again. Sadly to say, that would be stupid.
But I'm saying, imagine if he did come back.
That's a big F you to Howie. No, Howie looked like the biggest clown in the world. Well,
I know.
He already is, but
yeah,
still like a clown, man.
So, as I did my script, we have the 4th, 8th, and 9th pick, but since yesterday, I believe we have 3 picks in the top 8. Let me take a look again. There is a website called Tankathon. That's literally what it's called. We have the 5th, 6th, and 8th pick right now. 3 picks in the top 8. So,
that makes me horny.
So, this season, in case you do not know, is for our future. It depends on a lot of things. This is literally, this year's a tryout for Jalen Hurts, whether he's our guy or not. He's still technically a rookie. He played 9 games. The only downside about Hurts is his accuracy.
And his read, making his reads. He's terrible throwing his options, dude. It's really bad.
What sucks?
He has to make adjustments on that.
What sucks about it is that those are literally the 2 most important things for a quarterback: accuracy and reads.
He runs outside the pocket a lot, but
sometimes it's unnecessary.
But I was watching the game yesterday. It was necessary most of the time. Him running out of the pocket, because that pocket did collapse a lot.
Yeah, it's the Bucs defensive line.
Yeah. So I know he had a hard time throwing, but he's got to make better throws and be more accurate.
There's literally no good quarterback prospect in this upcoming draft. There's literally no quarterback that's worth drafting. The quarterbacks that I know as of right now are Matt Corral for Ole Miss, Sam Howell from North Carolina, Spencer Rattler was one of them, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play next year, given that he didn't do well this year, and he's probably going to transfer.
You think so?
It's possible. But overall, like, the quarterbacks this year are not, like, I feel bad for every quarterback needy team this year. Like, honestly, if we really wanted to get a quarterback for next year, I would honestly either give Hurts another shot or trade for Watson and maybe Russell Wilson, given that, the stuff with Wilson happens virtually every year.
Yeah, but Seattle would never give up Russell Wilson.
That's true. But at the same time,
with...
do they really have the leverage?
They're not going to give it up. They're like the Nationals with Juan Soto. They're not going to give that guy up, and they're not going to give Russ up. Russ is a big part of their franchise. They can still build around Russ. They don't need to trade him away, but they can still build around him. It is a possibility.
I think they built around him perfectly fine. They just need to work on the defense.
Their defense stinks.
Like, if they had even a decent defense,
they would be a way better team.
Yeah, they'd be a way better team.
But their defense stinks.
Yeah, it's bad. So 3 picks in the top 8 is very good. So let's talk about the game against Carolina. Me and Matt were honestly we're at the park for like an entire quarter.
I was upstairs for an entire quarter.
Yeah, in other words, like the whole third quarter, we didn't pay attention.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
All we know is Jalen Hurts scored a touchdown and the defense was keeping us in the game.
Yeah, the whole first half sucked. Offense sucked terribly. But the second half, we came together, and I really want to say the play that saved us the game was the blocked punt. Like, I don't get it. The defense bailed us out that game. It seems like that every week. If the offense does great, defense sucks. If the defense does good, the offense sucks. Like, we cannot be a consistent team. We can't be good on both sides. We just have to suck on one side of the ball.
We have to stink.
And Nick Sirianni not running the ball.
Oh man, the Buccaneers game. When we talk about that game next week.
Well, we can talk a little bit about it.
Well, we can talk about it now, actually. Yeah. The Eagles ran the ball once in the first half, and that was just with Miles Sanders. Like, now with Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders.
Well, no, Jalen Hurts ran the ball a lot. But, a technical, an actual a designed to run play.
A touch. Miles Sanders had one touch in the first half. That's it. The second half, the fourth quarter is where he really started going off.
Seems like that and I was watching the game, and I immediately thought of you and Matt, because you two were at the game. I guarantee you two were cheering every time Sanders got a carry, right? Because the whole,
Dude, they were chanting, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
I heard it all on the TV. After Sanders got a touch, everyone was, literally screaming off their seats.
Yeah, man. We could have won that. It was such... If Jake Elliott made that field goal, maybe we could have won that game. Maybe. And if our defense, the taunting wasn't a flag.
Yeah, honestly, the Jake Elliott field goal, I don't know how that would have paid out for us, because I don't even think... If we actually got the field goal, I don't even think we would have went for 2 points.
Man, it would have been 28. They kick a field goal, and then we go down and score a touchdown. And it's all tied up.
Assuming.
Or let's say we go for extra points and we win. It's all tied. We win.
What sucks is that you can't play the...
We win.
We couldn't play the what-if game.
We win.
So... the top performers versus Carolina, we have Devontae Smith, 7 catches, 77 yards. And we have Darius Slay, 3 tackles, 2 passes deflected, and 2 picks. The reason why I didn't mention Jalen Hurts is because he sucked throughout the entire game, except the fourth quarter.
Yeah, yesterday he was doing a lot with his legs. He scored 2 touchdowns on his legs. It's kind of looking like Lamar Jackson to me. You guys know how I feel about Lamar Jackson. I really don't like what Jalen Hurts is doing. I like seeing him throw the ball. It seems like Lamar Jackson is throwing the ball more this year. Because I looked up his stats, right? I wasn't really paying attention to Lamar Jackson. His last 3 games, he's threw over 250 yards and had at least 1 passing touchdown.
I believe his MVP season he averaged like 195
yards. What, per attempt? I mean per game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. Look, Lamar Jackson has been passing over 200 yards this season. Doesn't really do that often. But his last 3 games, he's had, Lions game wasn't really good.
Yeah.
Broncos game wasn't really good. But against the Colts,
442 yards from Lamar Jackson. That's a lot. For a quarterback in general.
His passer rating was 140, man. 140. But he's putting up great numbers passing wise. Before the Colts game, the last 2 games, but his completion rating, it stinks. Look, 59%. That's terrible. Then 51% against the Lions. The Lions.
They could have they were supposed to lose that game. Keep in mind because they completely missed a delay of game. I think the clock was at 0 for at least 2 or 3 seconds.
But look, his completion rate isn't terrible. Actually, it's really good.
Yeah,
67%. That's not bad.
Better than Hurts, actually.
It is better, because his completion rating yesterday, it was stinky. Let me pull up for everyone, so we can roast on our quarterback.
62.
So Jalen Hurts yesterday put up an astonishing 46% completion rating with 115 yards throwing,
and a quarterback rating of 55.8.
Jalen Hurts' highest completion rating this year was against the Falcons. Second highest against the Chiefs. That was a good game.
And the funny thing is, both of those defenses suck.
So what our pattern is when Jalen Hurts goes against a sucky defense. I mean, that's any quarterback, but
yeah,
when he goes against a sucky defense, he's good. But when he goes against a good defense, he stinks. I'm not saying every quarterback does good or well against a good defense, but Jalen Hurts, pick up the game. And when you're going against a good or decent defense, you shit yourself.
You do have to understand his situation too.
Yeah, I know, but he's shitting himself.
I know, but also on top of that, you would think with him struggling against these good defenses, you would think that Nick Sirianni would run the ball more to make Hurts' life a little easier.
No, he doesn't make Hurts' life. He puts all the pressure on Hurts, and that's why he's stinking.
If you think he's a bad passer, no offense, he kind of is.
And his birthday's August 7th.
8 days before mine.
Nobody cares.
Okay. So, yeah, you would think Sirianni would make Hurts' life easier by, running the ball a little more, which is we have a pretty good running back core, even though we only have 3 and we only use 2. It's bad. Just bad.
Use 2. We barely use 1.
Yeah, well, you don't see Boston Scott. I only saw him once, and that was in the Dallas game in garbage time.
I don't know what's going on. I don't really like Nick Sirianni, to be honest with you. I know he's a rookie coach, but Doug wasn't making these plays as rookie coach.
Doug hardly ran the ball too, but he ran it more than Sirianni.
And Chip Kelly, no, I know it's Chip Kelly, Chip Kelly's first year. Come on, cause none of their teams were as bad as this team, of course.
Yeah.
But I know the Eagles stink. But come on, make it more of an effort, man. Actually try to win these. Play smart football. I know you're not going to win these games because you suck, but play smart football. Be like the Lions. That's right. I'm comparing the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions. Listen to the first word I said. Detroit. You know how I feel. They put up a fight every single weekend. And you could tell they're a bad team. But you could tell how much fight they have and how much they're willing to give up to win. The Eagles, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Like, if the Eagles played the Lions, I think we would lose.
Well, we do play against them this year.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
And honestly, at this rate, I do have a really good feeling that we do lose to them. So, and look, if we do, draft picks, yeah.
Like their coach is crying because he's upset. Like he's upset because how they lost and how much fight they put on the team. He wasn't upset with the team because they suck. He's upset that these guys put so much heart into that game and they still lost. I love this Lions team, and I love their coach. What's his name? Dan Campbell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motor City Dan Campbell.
Like, this dude, I wish he was our coach. Like, he has Jared Goff. He's not terrible, but, like, he's a beat-up Lions team with a bunch of nobodies and somebodies. And they're putting up fights. That means, like, the morale on that team is really good, even though they suck. And he's doing a good job.
They have spirit.
They have a lot of spirit, and I think it's their coach.
Like, I personally was never crazy with Goff, especially given that, he hasn't done a whole lot with McVay. And now that he's in Detroit, his best option is TJ Hawkinson. And then after that, I forget his name, but I know his last name is Cephas, who's supposed to be like their number one receiver.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking at the stats here at Goff. He's not looking bad, but honestly, I was just never high on Goff. I mean, he had two good seasons with McVay, but after that, he hasn't done well. And Sean McVay is a really good head coach, too. Look at what he's doing with Matthew Stafford.
But that's Matthew Stafford. We all knew Matthew Stafford would do that.
Yeah, with a good team.
Matthew Stafford's a stud. Underrated. I mean...
Underappreciated.
I think it's overrated.
So, I would say for the Eagles player of the game, I'd say for player of the game for the Philadelphia Eagles would be Darius Slay. Like I said, he had 3 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and 2 picks. And when he was going against DJ Moore, who's their wide receiver 1, he allowed 2 catches, 14 yards, and had 2 picks.
He was really balling out. And yesterday, I was watching the game. Guys didn't really put up crazy stats. Mike Evans didn't really have a crazy game.
Yeah.
I mean, he got that... Darius Slay got that 1 flag, but Mike Evans only had 2 receptions for 27 yards.
Antonio Brown did go off, though.
Yeah, I mean, he did go off, but, it's the third guy, and, our cornerbacks...
You and Matt know this. I lost my bet, my parlay, because of Tom Brady.
That's rough, buddy.
I got my money back, though. It's a risk-free bet, but here's what had to happen. If people watched a Pat McAfee show like myself, the parlay was Antonio Brown needed over 40 receiving yards. He had 93. Leonard Fournette needed to score a touchdown. He had 2. Jalen Hurts needed over 40 rushing yards. He ran for his life. He had, 50?
50, yeah.
The Buccaneers had to win the game, which they did. Tom Brady needed over 1 yard. He got it. Quarterback sneak, 3 yards. But then at the end of the game, this guy takes 3 knees.
How much money would you win?
$110. $10 could have turned into $110. But Tom Brady took 3 knees and fucked me in the ass. Whoa. He needed 2 yards. On his last kneel down, if you didn't notice, he was leaning forward, so he didn't necessarily lose yardage. Hey, Tom, why didn't you do that at, when you started taking knees? Because I know you don't want to, lose yardage. Because you're in your 22nd season, you have over 1,000 yards. Good for you. But why didn't you take a knee? Like, why didn't you lean forward? You could have been a nice person and won people a lot of money. Vicente, over 38,000 people participated in that bet. And if they won, FanDuel, which is the thing you had to play it on, they would have lost over $4 million. Because 38,000 people placed the bet, and it was a $10 risk-free bet. In other words, you'd get your money back. I got it back, but I lost. Huh? Yeah, 38,000 people. Well, no, they would. Well, the payout would have been over 100, so it would have made over. They would have lost over $4 million.
Let's do the math on that. I
already did the.
I don't know why I blindly agreed with you. What was it? $10?
No. What? No. What? I
It doesn't matter.
I already did the math. Look. All right, fine. We'll drop it. But my math is correct because I did the math already. Because I'm talking about the payout, how much they would win.
Yeah.
A $10 bet would have paid out to over $110. Multiply at least 110 to over 38,000 people. It would have been over 4 million at least. So the sports book company would have lost 4 million. And it was a risk-free bet, meaning if you lost a bet, they gave you your money back. So
I guess it's a win-win.
No, it's not when you lose out on that much money.
Oh, here's the thing. You didn't lose your money, that's a win. You got your money back. That's a win.
That is true.
Win.
So I played. It's okay. I placed a parlay for this week anyway. Yeah, after we're done. Yeah, after we're done, I guess. Thank you. Okay. In case you didn't know, me and Vicente are going to see the new Halloween, and we're going to look like a bunch of bitches.
We're going to look like this.
Yeah, we're going to look like this, covering our. We did it. We did it in It Chapter 2. We covered our ears and covered our eyes. Chapter 1 too. Yeah, we look like idiots.
And then I look at Mikey like this.
Yeah. We just look at each other like, oh my god, I'm like, this movie is the trailers. Oh my god, they look so.
Dude, I looked at some trailer, like, the trailers don't scare me anymore. When I saw first, It Chapter 1, right? When I first saw that trailer, my sophomore year, going into my sophomore year,
yeah,
I couldn't sleep for a week.
I looked at, no, when I saw the trailer, I thought, like, oh my god, this is going to be good.
It's going to be good. Yeah.
But then when we watch the movie, the way they made the jump scares, that just scared me.
Dude, I was,
Remember the painting? And like at the end of the movie,
that was so scary.
That scared me so much.
When we first saw that, I knew someone's gonna have, like, I can't see this, dude. I hate that painting. It's so scary.
I know, but like how they revealed her, like in the end of the movie, like we're in the sewers, where they just zoomed right into her, I'm like, yeah. So this movie's gonna be scary, safe to say.
Yeah.
We're supposed to see it at 7. It's 5:35. We'll make it. I'm wearing my Halloween shirt.
I'm wearing my.
He's repping the Flyers. Good for him. They play today.
Tonight. They play the Canucks. Go Flyers. Let's do this, boys.
I don't follow hockey, but I still root for the Flyers.
I try to follow hockey. I know all the players on our team. I don't know any other players.
Yeah, let's face it. Nobody really. Not
because all their names are hard to pronounce.
Or you know what? Because you're wearing your Flyers stuff. Let me get my Flyers hat. Okay, I have like 87 hats back here. Alright, let me wear my Flyers hat. Now we're both repping. Good.
It's a nice hat.
I know. Got it on the boardwalk, was like $30. So, on to the NFL. What's it called? I don't know what it's called.
We talk about.
We could talk about
you
it.
go your thing and then we'll do it afterwards.
So, it's been an ongoing thing. Following leaked emails, John Gruden has resigned as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. In 2018, he signed a 10-year deal worth $100 million. Would have made him, I think, one of the wealthiest NFL head coaches. Because you never see a head coach get that much money.
No, you really don't. That's player money right there.
Yeah. He won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers, who took him out of the Ring of Honor. And he has an overall record of 117 and 112. How poetic is that? His last game as the Raiders head coach was against the Bears, who lost, and they had Khalil Mack, who also had a sack that game.
He probably felt pretty good. I mean, not really, but like, his coach was a homophobe, a racist. Was he sexist too in that?
I don't know.
Well, I know he was homophobic and he was racist. I think he was sexist too. He was talking about how females shouldn't rough games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I mean, he did this to himself. Now they're investigating the Washington Redskins. Washington football team. Emails with Dan Snyder.
Dan Snyder, Bruce Allen. Let's talk about that dumpster fire of an organization.
They're screwed.
Oh yeah, like you heard about the the allegations with Dan Snyder like a while ago with like all these like women. He tried to get like a I forget what it's called, but he tried to pay them to not go to court.
And he tried
settlement. I think it's like a settlement or something. Yeah, sexual assault, sexual misconduct, something like that. So many things have gone on with that organization. First, the sewage pipes were leaking during one of the games recently. The DEA friggin' raided one of their facilities. The DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, raided their buildings. They announced the retirement of one of their best players, Sean Taylor, 3 days before a game. That stuff is usually announced in the summer. Like when they announced that they're going to retire Eli's number, they announced that stuff like in August.
Wait, they're retiring his number this year?
Who?
Eli's?
Yeah, they already retired it. They retired his number during the Falcons game.
Oh, what about Michael Strahan's? I know they're retiring his number too.
They're going to retire his number against the Eagles when they play them.
Of course they are. Yeah, of course.
I mean, look, honestly, I would too if I were the Giants.
I didn't hear anything about Bleacher Report. I didn't know his number was retired.
Yeah, and they announced that stuff, I'd say, like a month or two ago. But one of your best players who was gone too soon, a great safety at that while he was playing, you retire his number. You announce the retirement of his number 3 days before a game, and let alone against the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Now, this is no disrespect to Sean Taylor. This is just simply a conspiracy that I've heard from other people. Do you think they announced the retirement of this number to have this as smokescreen for all the emails and allegations going on with that dumpster fire?
It does look like it.
It does.
But if it was planned, like you just can't come up out of nowhere and be like, man, let's retire his number now.
Yeah.
Like you talk about this, so you could be right. Because like leading up to it, you talk about it later in the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you have to plan this stuff in advance, not 4 days.
And they did it in 3 or 4 days.
Like I think they announced it on Wednesday or Thursday.
Other than they announced it, I think it was yesterday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I said Wednesday.
I don't really know. Oh yeah.
So that whole thing is just a dumpster fire. All of these emails being leaked. First John Gruden, then Bruce Allen, Dan Snyder, even Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter hasn't said anything about anything at all. Like you look at his comments on Instagram too. You look at his comments on Instagram too. People are like, "What about those emails?" It's not there. He doesn't say anything.
You know, emails aren't private, right, guys? I mean, there's
nothing. Look, let's be honest. Nothing is private.
But like, come on, because if you're gonna say that, well, don't say it at all. Well, if you're going to say it, don't say it through an email. Just say it when you're in a room,
verbally,
by yourself, in the bathtub.
Yeah, now
scream racial slurs top of your lungs, so no one can hear you. You don't have to get in trouble.
I was just about to say now. Don't. I was about to say now. We're not telling you to do this. So then you just straight up say, "Oh yeah,
Well,
go spring
don't
break
do
with
that.
snacks."
Don't do that. Get some help, or like I don't know. Get some help.
Look, you have your views, we have our views, but we're not telling you to actually send out hate messages.
Like if you don't like a certain race, okay,
keep it to
that's
yourself.
your views. Keep it to yourself. You have to go outside
And
making
just
fun of
scream
them.
and just scream saying
racial
I hate.
slurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get too political. This is sports we're talking about. So
Yeah. Of course.
all right. So what do you have for
Is that a
football
Burger King
for
hat
Sunday?
over there?
Yes. I'll go get it.
No.
I'm gonna get it. Do you have a bandana?
Anyway,
So,
look at the time. All right.
so for for NFL Players of the Week, we have Tom Brady and Cock.
Balls.
We have Tom Brady and Kevin Byard. Tom Brady just went off, and this guy is at least 87 years old. Over 70% passing, 411 pass yards, 5 touchdowns. Kevin Byard, 10 tackles, 2 passes deflected, 1 pick, and 1 scoop and score. If you don't know what a scoop and score is, he picked up a fumble and returned it for a touchdown. So, safe to say that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So,
All right. On to some baseball things. The playoffs are now moving on. The Red Sox have beaten the favorite Tampa Bay Rays to
they were the
advance.
favorites?
Or they were favorites to come out. Yeah. They're the number
I
one.
had the Dodgers going all the way.
I'm talking about favorites in the AL.
Oh, okay.
Took down their rivals and the favorites to advance to the ALCS Championship Series. You get the idea. Jesus, I can't talk.
I know.
And the Houston Astros have beaten the White Sox in 4 games. Honestly saw that coming, even though they cheated a few years ago. That team is really, really talented. Even if they didn't cheat, they could still make it to the World Series. Did they cheat against it? I don't know if they cheated against the Nationals. But that team is really talented. Right now, Red Sox and Astros. I have Astros in 6. They're going to the World Series. Now to the NL. The NL.
You could just say National League.
I don't care.
Okay.
The Brewers have lost to the Braves in the A. What a surprising upset. Honestly, I saw this coming. The Brewers have great pitching, but they have really good bats to support their pitching. And the Braves are an all-around team. They have really good pitching, really good bats.
We are the complete opposite.
We
We suck.
And even with their star player Acuna out, Freddie Freeman shows up. Everyone shows up, and they win the series. Now on to the West, the Dodgers and Giants series. I said whoever comes out of this series is winning the World Series, and the Dodgers came out. I had the Dodgers winning the World Series to begin with
So did I.
because they're just a
My God,
really,
that's
really
so far
talented
behind.
team. And if you're watching the game last night, bottom of the 9th, 2-1 game. Dodgers are up. The Dodgers bring in Mad Max Scherzer. As soon as I thought that, I already know. The game is over. The Dodgers have won. Mad Max coming in the 9th, pumped up. It's over. It's over. And what does he do? He puts the game away. The Dodgers advance to the championship series. Now the Dodgers are playing in the A. Why? Because the Braves won their division. That's why. So the Dodgers will be playing tomorrow in the A. And the Houston Astros versus the Red Sox play tonight.
I think the Red Sox come out.
You think? I think the Red Sox are good enough to come out, but I think the Astros.
I think I'm thinking Red Sox at 6.
I got the Astros. See, that team is so talented.
They are, but I just have a feeling the Red Sox have a feeling it's either going to be in 6 or 7. It's not going to be easy.
I think it's going to be Astros, Dodgers once again. I only picked the Dodgers.
I mean, I have the Dodgers winning it all. I've said that since a couple weeks ago.
I said it I said it at the beginning of the series because I'm just so cool.
And yeah, let's talk about the Yankees.
And hold on. And the Dodgers are missing Dustin Mays and Clayton Kershaw and Trevor Bauer's doing his own things, but
wait, they're hurt.
Yeah, Dustin Mays got hurt early, and Christian Kershaw just got hurt late in the season. And
Shit.
look, their best pitchers are Julio, you don't know his last name, Walker Buehler, and Mad Max. That's a disgusting pitching staff with three of them. Dude, they're gonna win. I've been telling you. I think the Braves will put up a fight, but they're not gonna win in the A.
So let's talk about the Yankees.
Oh, the Yankees? Oh.
Huh?
The Yankees, they stink.
You know, you have all the money in the world to buy all
their
these
pitching
players.
staff was terrible, dude. Garrett Cole did not show up. His last three starts,
You're throwing $300 million at him. I know.
He stinks.
You throw $300 million towards this guy, and he just gets pulled out in the second inning. You buffoons.
The only Giancarlo Stanton was smacking baseballs towards the end of the season. When I mean smacking baseballs, literally he moved his bat. Like the Green Monster is his pops though. Like he can't hit over it. Like he hit the Green Monster twice. He should have had 3 homers that game.
How do they allow that Green Monster?
It's a historical park, and every park has different lengths of the field. Like KC's park, it's a pitcher's
I didn't
park.
know that.
It's far.
Like that. That's just unfair. Having that, what is it, like over 400 feet tall or something? I don't know. I'm retarded. Oh no, I'm talking about
400
distance.
feet?
I'm talking about.
Oh,
distance.
I think it's 330. Like the edge right here, it's 330. Like
Look,
to
I don't
the
watch
wall.
baseball. Okay, I'm an idiot.
But it's 30 feet. It's 37 feet high.
Oh, what is it, like 400 feet tall? Oh no, it's 37.
Yeah, no one's getting hit over.
No, you can only hope.
Shut up. That's a moonshot. Moonshot in the deep left center.
I wanna go to the moon.
I wanna kiss some dick.
Nothing happened. Anyway, let's talk about Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, number 3.
Trace. We watched the fight legally, of course, like any good human being in the world, of course. Yep. Any good American, hardworking American.
Mm-hmm. Totally. So
now we're not boxing analysts like Max Kellerman here, but we're gonna show you we're gonna tell you how it happened in the fight.
Okay, so in other words, Tyson Fury was heavily favored to win the fight. I even bet on him to win by knockout, and that whole weekend was profitable for me. I win my parlay. I win the fight. I get a free $25 from the Penn State game. Stare at me again, I'll fuck you up. Anyway, Tyson Fury was heavily favored to win the fight against Deontay Wilder. That fight was almost ready to go to the distance. I'm surprised it went that far, given that Deontay Wilder was literally on life support the whole fight.
Dude put up a really good fight towards the end. We all knew he was not winning that fight. Tyson Fury moves too fast for a man that size.
Yeah. Let's talk about both boxers skipping leg day. They have such small legs.
I mean, I'm gonna say my leg's bigger than them because I mean.
You do track.
They have such small legs. Doesn't that bother you as a human being having legs like that?
Like I have bird legs, but look at my whole body. I'm skinny. I'm skinny as a whole. Like look at my arms. I'm KD.
Dude, they're chickens, man.
So, obviously, Tyson Fury won the fight, as expected.
I can't spell that.
I had respect for Deontay Wilder because he fought through that whole fight. But after the fight, he was saying like, he was saying like, I don't have respect for you or whatever. I'm like, that is not a nice way to disrespect your dad.
This is what they look like, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they look like. I don't know if you can see that.
No, they cannot.
1-7.
You know what?
I got
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
No,
right
no,
here.
no, 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 no. We're not gonna waste time. We're not gonna waste time. Look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
They can't see it. No, they can't.
This is what he looks like. Look at that. That's what they look like. A muscular chicken, man. You feel me?
Look, this is what Vicente's talking about.
They can't see us, right?
They can see it.
No, us.
No, they can't. Which is why I can literally... What was that, buddy?
Bitch.
So, on to the thing everybody is here for.
Everyone skips the video when they watch the live.
Yeah, we're the greatest ever.
They just like living in the background, but when this comes on,
Your
they're like,
computer's still facing the other way.
What?
Your laptop's still facing the other way.
And everyone's, shut up. Just shut up. The pics are here. Their pics are here.
Like,
the most
shut up,
important
your
thing about our
opinions don't
show, like,
Yeah.
even if they're not watching live, they skip all the way to our pics. And yeah, we're the tourists for the pics. Like ESPN, like, they watch our show, they're like, man, this sucks. But then we get to our pics, like, what's this stank? But, like,
Well, if they say my show sucks, well...
they're just here for the pics. They love the pics.
Yeah, they love my picks. So, we're on to our week 6 picks. Now, I went 10-6 last week. Vicente went 12-4. Anthony went 11-5. Matt went 11-5, and Madden went 12-4.
What?
Which brings our
Wow, man.
overall records to 53-27, 52-28, 58-23, and 40-32. So, there you go. Now, on to our picks. So, yesterday we had Tampa Bay against the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
I had Tampa Bay.
I had Tampa Bay.
Yeah, look, we all had Tampa Bay. Let's be honest. This smells so good. All right, next we have Miami at Jacksonville. Tua is starting on Sunday, bearing any setbacks, but Miami will be playing without Xavier Howard and Devontae Parker, their starting receiver and corner. This is gonna be a tough game.
Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins.
It's so it's like tough for me, but I'm picking Jacksonville. I don't know why I am, but I am.
I just think the Dolphins.
Madden is going with Miami. Next we have Green Bay and Chicago. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I had David Montgomery on my team who dies, goes on the IR. So I pick up Damian Williams. He starts for the week. He did good. 16.5 points. Gets COVID. So they're without their 2 starting running backs, and that leaves them with Khalil Herbert, their rookie running back. So they have like 1 running back, well 2. It doesn't matter. Let's be honest, we both have Green Bay, right?
Hell yeah, we have Green Bay.
And Madden, being Madden, they don't think so.
Like, I don't really understand, but somehow.
Let's say it, please. Madden is picking Chicago. If you guys know, Madden is not good with the picks, which is why they're literally...
Well, it seems like they're good with the picks the last 2 times because they beat me and then they tie me with 12-4 and they beat you. So it seems like
they didn't beat me; they tied me.
Well, they beat you
But
last
go
week.
off.
They beat you last week. 4-12. They went 4-12. So it seems like they're getting better. Which is
4-12.
12-4. 12-4.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Wait until we're done. All right, next we have Cincinnati at Detroit.
Detroit.
I have Cincinnati beating Detroit.
You know what?
Oh my God.
You know what?
Oh, for Jesus.
You know what?
What?
Give me Detroit. Give me Detroit. I believe. Wait. Oh no. two players start. Give me Detroit. Give me Detroit. Let's go Lions. Roar.
Rar. Matt is going with Cincinnati. Next, we have Houston at Indianapolis. David Mills is still starting. And Indianapolis, they casually blow a, 18-point lead on Monday? Casually. I'm still going with the Colts. If they had Tyrod Taylor...
All right, I'm going with the Ginger Jesus and Carson Wentz.
If Tyrod Taylor was playing, they would have made this a closer game. But David Mills is playing. He hasn't played bad, but I'm still going with Indy. So is Madden. My God, Madden's actually not doing bad for once. Next, we have Rams at Giants.
Continue.
Moving on.
No, I mean moving on. Not continue. I'm sorry.
Next, we have Kansas City at Washington.
Moving on.
Next, we have Minnesota at Carolina. This game could actually go...
Go either way.
McCaffrey is officially ruled out.
What about Dalvin Cook?
I think he's playing. Because I'm looking at my fantasy. He doesn't have a Q on his
If Dalvin Cook plays... No, I'm just giving the Vikings overall. I think the Vikings are going to win.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going with Minnesota, so is Vicente. Next, we have Chargers at Baltimore.
This is going to be a good matchup. Two hot teams right now in the AFC. The AFC, there we go. Top of their division.
Both have MVP candidates on their roster.
You know what?
What?
No. You go first.
I am going with the Chargers. According to Vegas, everyone is going... According to Vegas, Baltimore is favored to win the game. So, I'm going against the house. I am going with the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Madden is going with the Chargers as well.
Give me the Chargers. I had nothing to say. Go Bolts.
Next, and I don't know how, Justin Herbert. No, I'm joking. Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. How are you going to stop that?
And Jared Cook is very underrated at times. He's okay.
He's been racking up touchdowns.
But he could break out at any moment. He's like a hit or miss sometimes.
Vicente knows everything about Jared Cook because he gets him in fantasy virtually every year, except this year.
This year, of course.
Not this year.
Because I wasn't biased this year.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, you'd always get Jared Cook and Brandon Cooks. And Julio. Next, we have Arizona at Cleveland. Nick Chubb is ruled out, and Kyler Murray is battling a shoulder injury. He should be able to play, but he's not going to play as well as he did in his first few weeks. I'm still going with the Cardinals as well. Madden is going with the Cardinals. Next,
even though they're still going to have a good run game, because Kareem Hunt is a really good running back. Running back. But, yeah, give me the Cardinals.
Next, we have Las Vegas at Denver. Give me Denver. They don't have John Gruden as their head coach.
Raiders' morale is
plummeted. And Madden's going with Denver as well. Next, we have Dallas at New England. I'm going with Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Going with the Cowboys.
Madden is going with New England, and New England, when I did the simulation, New England won at the very last second. So, good. Next, we have Seattle at Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson is set to miss his first NFL start since he came into the league. He has started in all 148 of his games. This will be the first game he misses. Geno Smith is the starting quarterback. Are we going to hop on the Geno Smith train?
You know what?
Oh, my God.
You know what? I have this... You ready for it? I have the Seattle Seahawks pulling, I guess it would be an upset, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Heinz Field. I'm on the Geno train, man. I'm riding that train hard, man. Yeah. The way he went against the Rams, man. I'm on the Geno train. I'm riding it hard, man. All the way to Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Well, me and Madden are going with Pittsburgh. Next game, Monday Night Football. Still no Peyton and Eli. We have Buffalo at Tennessee. Buffalo shredded Kansas City last week.
I think the Titans are going to give Buffalo a run for the money because Julio's coming back. Derrick Henry's disgusting. And AJ Brown playing? I think he's playing.
I think he is.
But I still think the Bills are going to pull this one out, dude. They shut down the Chiefs. Everyone knows they shut down the Chiefs now. It's kind of easy. But they shut down the Chiefs. Their defense is still amazing. I have them on my fantasy team. I know they're amazing.
Which is why you beat me. Bastard.
My tight end was out, too. So,
No, I know, but that's the reason why you beat me. The defense carried you.
My team they always carry me.
Okay. So, that's it for week 6. Vicente, anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. Congratulations. You made it to the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next Friday. Hopefully, Matt and Vicente are on at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
If anything changes, I will let you know. I'll let Mikey know.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to get you and Matt on at the same time.
We might have to do it next Thursday.
What are you doing on Friday?
I might be doing something Friday. I'm not really sure yet. But we might have to do it next Thursday.
Okay.
During the game. Maybe. Or Wednesday afternoon. If that works around
I have school that day.
What time?
Well, my last class is around 3 to 4 o'clock. And I'm on
Yeah,
campus
then
for
we'll
that
do
class.
Thursday. But I'll let you know if I can do Friday.
Okay.
Alright, everyone. It's been a great stream.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching.
See ya.
This time they got caught in 4K. Huh. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Thursday or Friday. That shit's getting clipped.